Virtual reality, often known as putting a box on your head and causing property damage, is actually something a lot more as of recent. From meeting with new people to even making a living, virtual reality pretty much has it all covered. And then some. Back in 1838, an early form of virtual reality was created by Charles Whetstone? I don't know. It showed two images that when viewed together formed a 3D image, proving that this technology may be possible in the future. In 1929, the first flight simulator was used in order to train military pilots. Over 10,000 of them were used in World War II. And by the 1950s, Morton Heilig developed something called the Sensorama, which is essentially a large screen in a box. However, despite showing an image in the box, you can also simulate things such as smell. However, it does have the downside of looking like a strange medieval torture device. In 1960, the first head-mounted display was created, although it didn't really have head tracking, so really getting back to taping monitors to your face. In 1961, the first actual tracked VR headset was created. It was used by the military because they always get the cool technology. A bunch of other improvements to virtual reality did occur. And the Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boy sucked. And that leads us to the first real consumer virtual reality headset, the Oculus Rift. Also known as the other medium-sized monitor you tape to your face. But this time it had full tracking, and it raised almost $2.5 million, kickstarting an entire industry and bringing virtual reality to the mainstream market. By 2016, the HTC Vive was released, and by 2018, standalone headsets such as the Oculus Quest were released. Things such as the Oculus Quest work without a computer or sometimes even a phone. Whoa, you thought I missed one? Something at the PSVR, right? Yeah. I've got two options here, right? I either ignore it, or I insult it for being too expensive and requiring a PlayStation to run. For the rest of the essay, okay? Guess you can, like, take bets or something? I don't know, man. Help, I am locked out of my own house. You've still got some technological developments that are occurring, such as finger tracking that comes standard on the index controllers, or full body tracking using multiple trackers all over your body that cost as much as this house. That's a lie, but you still need a lot of them. There's been many advancements in haptics, such as the rumble in your controller, that may or may not work after you've accidentally punched a wall a few times. These are full-on suits made by a company named B-Haptics. This allows you to feel the actions that occur in VR, such as getting shot repeatedly. Why do you want that? Immersion, I guess. Technology such as the Leap Motion is an actual separate device to your controllers that may have an alternative to finger tracking and may also allow for more precise tracking than the on and off allowed by some other controllers. Virtual reality has a number of applications, but the most common of them being video games, with the others not really being talked about as much. There are many more uses of virtual reality over just playing games. There's been programs that have been made in order to allow doctors to practice surgeries risk-free using virtual reality. Art programs and 3D modeling software have also been developed to make 3D art easier. These advancements allow for architectural design to be made easier and to even allow clients to look around their virtual building. Virtual reality has also shown significant assistance controlling symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression. There are three main ways that an audience can interact with virtual reality. I mean, it's sort of two at the moment, but the website I cited, said three, so we're gonna go with three. The first category is non-immersive virtual reality. This is like normal games, like Mario. How about we don't do that? This also includes anything else that's not really virtual reality as we know it in modern times. Speaking of virtual reality as we know it in modern times, the second category is semi-immersive virtual reality, which is once again, stick a thing in your face, run into walls on accident, or mirrors. There's also another form of semi-immersive virtual reality, which is sort of large projections and screens, like they use in car simulations. The third category, according to the website, is fully immersive virtual reality. This is just a complete simulation of something, and we are stuck in semi-immersive virtual reality because, like, The Matrix? That's like fully immersive, we're not there yet. So what does it mean for consumers? It's a great question. Well, the price of low and medium end virtual reality headsets are dropping. This is allowing for more people to purchase the technology, interact with other people who have this technology, even learn new skills like surgery, that one article suggests. The progression of virtual reality is continuing to grow, and you've got more games, videos, possibly even films, whole films being created every day just for this medium. Virtual reality is scarily efficient when it comes to online communication and interaction compared to normal communication. When standard communication is mostly vocal and occasionally webcam, virtual communication is actually completely different, and it simulates the whole experience. What is that? Virtual reality functions differently by just putting you in the environment as opposed to just having a little webcam showing your friend's face. Games such as VR Chat or Rec Room function by letting you make a character and put them in the world to interact with people virtually. Unfortunately, this is proven to result in issues socializing outside of VR. Like before, virtual reality has shown, after significant use and a significant amount of time, a reduction in social skills. This may cause issues like social anxiety and depression. It's just not particularly what we want. Virtual reality is currently in a sort of a legal grey area. Namely, courts are struggling to adapt to laws to a virtual landscape. Like, how do you even enforce these laws if they can be adapted? Like, would negligence work in VR? Would that be a problem? Probably. And what if you accidentally hurt yourself in VR? There has to be something there. You can't, like, sue the software publishers for you punching your own wall again. God damn it. Socially, virtual reality has the possibility to allow people to learn new skills that will usually not be accessible without going through an expensive in-person course. As a learning tool is significant, not to mention assisting dealing with mental health issues, virtual reality excels. Virtual reality has numerous possibilities. This includes the upsides and the downsides. The upsides are allowing people to experience things that would not usually be possible, allowing to learn about things that would usually be impossible, and stuff like interactive simulations, just to name a few. However, negatives include headaches, eye strain, dizziness, think you're a surgeon but you're just James and you just killed a man with a baseball bat, nausea. Well, this took way longer than expected.